Alright, welcome to the belated Alice Cooper record reviews. That's probably going to be a theme. I just have to find the time. But today is the time. So, we move 1 year after Easy Action, 1971, and we are on to Love It to Death. You can really thank Bob Ezrin for really finding a theme and a face to this Alice Cooper band. And yeah, this album kicks ass. So, the album cover itself, this is money right here. So the previous two, Pretties and Easy Action, while I enjoy them both, especially Easy Action, every time I listen to that, I just love it more and more and more. Those album covers, you're not going to care at all seeing it in an album, a record shop. All right, the name isn't doing anything. It holds no weight at that point. Obviously, here they're going to become a household staple with I'm 18, which you can see on the cover itself. But this album cover, yeah, just black and white, looking tough. They got this searchlight over it, and the story I've heard is that he had his finger, protruding out as if it was his willy. But I don't know, it was like Warner Brothers Records or just some sort of production kind of got cold feet on it and wasn't really too sure, so they had to airbrush it out, right? I don't know. And then on the back side is the band itself. That looks cool. You gotta look mean. You gotta look tough. The previous two albums, they look like they're going to go out to a field and pick some daisies. I don't know. But that's tough looking, alright? The inside you've seen from the thumbnail. Hopefully I get this. It's the eyes of Alice Cooper, and hopefully you guys can see. Obviously you can see the band in it, the band in his pupils. Now this is something that will pop up again in From the Inside album, except instead of the band, it's all the inmates and whatnot. But yeah, this is definitely a killer album cover. An album that obviously with I'm 18, it's going to shoot this band through the stratosphere. They're going to enjoy major success. Then unfortunately, after Muscle of Love, they break up. And then Alice Cooper will continue his career as a solo artist. The rest of the band, it seems like they kind of, try and do some stuff. It didn't really work out a whole lot. But what's cool is that they didn't really leave on bad terms. So it's not like they hated each other's guts. So he's been able to play with some of them on some select songs from this new album, Detroit Stories, or Paranormal and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool today. Even I think Welcome to My Nightmare, I believe I saw some credits of them. So that's pretty cool. Get to go back with them and whatnot. Um, but the album itself. So if you're going into this not knowing what it sounds like, if you like macabre or like goth, but raw and stripped to the bone sound, just hard rock, you're definitely going to enjoy this album. All the songs I enjoy. Of course, there is one with Sunrise, which is the last song. Might as well just get this, out of the way. I think it's a good song. I like it. It's just the positioning of it is kind of horrible. Then again, you got some pretty stiff competition. I think any song would have fallen flat after, being a successor to the song Ballad of Dwight Fry. I think it would have been better had it ended the album. All right, but that's nothing new, right? All right, so the first song of the album is called Caught in a Dream. So Alice's voice right here, this entire record, it's very, very down to a T and defined. He's still got the raspiness, but like I said, it's more defined. Whereas in Easy Action, I felt it was pretty forced. If you've seen that one, I made that comment that, like, yeah, it sounds pretty tough, but it sounds like he's trying a little too hard. This one, it sounds way more natural, more like Alice that we know from then on. And the shift in tones and the way that he carries the vocals, very nice from low to high and the different fluctuations and whatnot, not breaking a key and stuff like that. It's very, very nice to hear. Then like the raw sounding guitars, like I've said before, and the drums. I think the drums are freaking phenomenal on this album. I totally enjoy this one. And let me see. I want to get this right. I think Bob Ezrin, right? Bob Ezrin does the piano. I know he does it on a bunch of albums and whatnot. He is key on this album. There is a lot of cathedral organ piano playing. It's not in this song though. At least I don't remember. But Caught in a Dream, the song itself, I kind of get this life motto feel to it, to where we've all been in a very stressful situation. Life is just this whirlwind of breaks and Mach 5 wins and stuff. Like what one of the lyrics I really enjoy is running through the world with a gun in my back. That is a phenomenal line, something I'm sure a lot of us can feel, to where you got some sort of situation or deadline or just so much shit's packed onto you that one screw up and like it all blows apart, right? But Caught in a Dream, it's a freaking fantastic song. I truly love it, and it's a great start to this album. Alright, second song, I'm 18. If Alice continues singing, which he will, once he gets to 81, he can actually say I'm 81, right? But I'm 18, so there really isn't a whole lot of new ground to break on the song. Everybody and their moms have talked about, and probably grandmas have talked about this song, but it is. I remember there was some documentary interview of talking about Bob Ezrin and like the band itself. So they're playing like bun dun dun dun. He's like, no, strip it. Okay, bun dun dun dun. No, strip it. All right. Boom, dun dun dun. He's like, okay, cool. It's like, but these are just basic, chords, whatnot. But it is absolutely instantly recognized and just a truly phenomenal sound, and something that gets played literally every live show. But I'm 18 is a freaking fantastic song. Just this edge sound. The harmonicas are absolutely amazing on this album. It was the same on the previous two albums. They used harmonics too. I feel like he should have used more harmonics in other albums, but that's besides the case. The harmonicas in the intro and throughout the song, very awesome. And it's got this high energy, and the instruments hammer when he says the words "I'm 18." And the attitude, it's not oh, I'm 18, shit. No, no, you're grabbing it. You're gonna, no pun intended for a later album, but you're raising your fist and yell. Just got this ruthless attitude and aggression. Just taking it in, taking a stand, accepting it. I'm 18. Look how far I've come. I've got lines on my face and hands and whatnot. Just truly amazing song. And what's key, I wrote down, what's key is that every word sounds true. That, it doesn't sound like he's bluffing this or whatnot. No, it sounds like he's definitely 18 and he knows, what the fuck has happened to people once they're 18, the all types of hardships and whatnot that people go through and whatnot. So yeah, just the way he sings it. I really love the ending too with the like it, love it, 18. That's awesome. Of course on stage, he's got the crutch. And then it ends with the organ. So I'm 18. Like I said, there's really no new ground to cover on this one. It's just a truly phenomenal song and an absolute staple of this band. Alright, the next one, Long Way to Go. This one kind of reminds me of AC/DC's It's a Long Way to it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Sorry, because it definitely has that feel to it. The drums have very high energy, and there's nice slowdowns, and then they pick up on the stanzas with the vocals and the instruments. The vocal fluctuation again is very, very smooth and terrific sounding, and rough. Like I said, just rough sounding. That's something that maybe wasn't the staple at the time. Early 70s. You're just getting past the peace be with you, man. But this album just kills it in terms of its roughness. And a little thing that I wrote down on the drums are the cymbals. The cymbals crash on the words of the title. So we still got a long way to go. So it's just freaking amazing how all these things, the little things you don't really think of, how they really add to a texture and whatnot and give it that unique sound. And yeah, the solos of the drums, just very raw echoes. But Long Way to Go, much like Caught in a Dream, it definitely has that feel to where it's like, okay, yeah, I moved on. And then it's like, oh, I got this, I got another mountain I gotta climb and whatnot. Then you get up top, it's like, oh, there's four of the mountains I gotta go. So you've made it far per se, but you still got a long way to go, right? It's a very great song. I really enjoyed this one. All right, the next one, Black Juju. I believe this is like a 9-minute song. What a build up this song has. I can kind of understand that this song can get a little tiring. Just kind of all right, get to the point, get to the point. But I really do enjoy how this plays out. So it sounds quiet at first, which it is, but then the drums they pick up. Yeah, I really enjoy it. Boom, dun, dun. And then I wrote this down too. It's got a tribe like a native tribal sound to it. If you in the states with like Louis, this isn't a tribe, of course, but in the states we have what's called like the bayous in like Louisiana and whatnot. This song kind of has that feel to it, that psychic medium sound to it, like fortune teller. It's got that real New Orleans sound to it, and I really enjoy that. And again, Bob Ezrin with the eerie piano that just plays, and just very, very macabre feeling. And when Alice, he screams, at least, two words you can definitely hear are bodies. He's like, bodies! That's just the first vocals that come out. And then he sings about bugs and whatnot. And the bass hammers, everything is loud. You got this huge dark atmosphere. Cathedral even, with the pianos and just everything about it. Just got this kind of cathedral feel to it as well. There are long solos and guitars, but I think what makes this album is the split in the middle. So everything just dies. There's no sound. There's no nothing, and then you hear this metronome sound to it, right? And he's saying, he's like very quiet. He's like, oh, bodies need rest. And as the metronome continues to click, you kind of get this like trance feel to it, and then things slowly start picking up again. It's like, come back hard, and then the instruments start picking up and whatnot, and then just balls to the walls. Shit just blows up right now. He's screaming, wake up, wake up, wake up, and then he screams bodies again. It is just a fantastic song, and then it ends with Black Juju. So 9-minute song, but holy shit, does this song not kick ass? All right, I truly enjoy that one. And I believe that was that's the end of side A. All right, side B is Isn't My Body. This song, I definitely feel if it came out today, I think it would be instantly a huge Billboard success. Just like the message that it has with it. Is it me or is it my body? Are you just going after me for my looks? Stuff like that. Not who I really am, right? But yeah. The intro with the guitars, I always get this song confused with Caught in a Dream, but I believe it's like boom doom tsh, boom doom doom tsh. I believe that's how it goes. But very raw guitar carried by the bass, and the vocals are very elaborate. It's got a curious feel to it. Like I said, are you just going after me because of what's inside or what's outside, right? More high tone vocals that are done perfectly. I love the rhythm of guitar, and then the instruments and the vocals just pick up with my body. Have you got the time to find out who I really am? Just great sound to it. Sorry if I made your ears bleed. I'm not the greatest singer ever. I think it's kind of short, but it's to the point, and that's what matters, right? So, Isn't My Body? I really enjoy this song. Hallowed Be My Name. You want to talk about spooky organs? It's definitely got that spooky organs in the intro, and I believe this is a song. Yeah, just how the instruments and the vocals, they all sync together. So an example is like screaming at mothers, yelling at fathers, hallowed be thy name. So stuff like that. Sorry. Alright, sorry about that cut in the video, my screen was kind of going dark, so I went to wake it up, and in the process, I cut recording. I didn't realize I cut recording until I got to Ballad of Dwight Fry, so I was talking for about 8 minutes straight, realizing I was not recording. So we were at Hallowed Be My Name, and like I said, the vocals and the instruments really sync together, and I truly enjoy that. The drummings just bang with each word. It's so awesome to hear. And then the scream at the end of the song. I wrote it down. It kind of reminds me of like the Joker laugh almost. That's just what I get out of it. And the guitars on this song are very magic feeling. I really enjoy that. So Hollow Be My Name. It stands out to me just based off of its rhythm. Like I said, just every word as if it had a period in it. So hallowed be my name, screaming at mothers. So I just truly enjoy that. Those little breaks in between. I think it's what makes the song. All right, the next one, Second Coming. Second Coming. It's an interesting song. I couldn't really put my finger on it until today. I wrote this down. Dead man walking feel. That's what I get out of it, which correlates to the drums towards the ends, to where it sounds like the public executions, going to get hung and whatnot with the drums. So, you've heard it before with the like, but the beginning sound there, it's definitely got that sound to it towards the end. But Second Coming itself, the vocals, the very soft melodic feel. The piano follows, and the drums and guitars, yeah, they kind of hammer in and whatnot. But I don't know if this is the best analogy, but I kind of get this Queen type rhythm to it. And it's kind of I don't know, kind of like a sad song. Some of the lyrics, wish I can walk on water, walk among the angels. So that's what I get. I get that sort of dead man walking feel to it of Second Coming. If I'm right, then I listened correctly, but hey, who knows, right? But Second Coming, I really do enjoy this song. All right, the next one. The one that I realized I was no longer recording. Ballad of Dwight Fry. So, as I like to call it, the national anthem of emos, because this song is bloody fantastic. It's very, very macabre, very dark feeling, and it's just amazing. All right, so you just got the beautiful soft piano. Oh, I failed to mention this. Second Coming, the way it ends, the piano bleeds perfectly to the song Ballad of Dwight Fry. So the piano, and then it's got this little lullaby sound to it, and then of course it's got the kid talking to his mom. He's like, "Mommy, where's Daddy? He's been gone for so long." And then it picks up with the guitar and slow pace bass and whatnot. And then Alice kicks in with the soft voice and whatnot. The whole story is about his time in the asylum and whatnot. It's like, I've been gone for so long, 14 days. He's lost weight, sleeping on the floor. Sleeping don't come easy in a straight white vest. So just the lyrics and what he's explaining and whatnot, just the detailed descriptions, and just the bellowing vocals that he gives out definitely gives that psychotic, trapped in this confinement, I cannot get out feel to it. With the stanzas, see my lonely life unfold, I see it every day. What a goddamn lyric that is, right? And it's kind of a shame that this song doesn't get played all the way through on tours. It kind of just stops halfway, and then Alice gets his head cut off, and then they bring into I Love the Dead along with the killer little bee sounds, I believe so, or like the fly sounds. But in any case, Ballad of Dwight Fry, it's kind of like Black Juju, to where it breaks up into two parts. So the first half, he's like screaming out, want to get out, I gotta get out here, I gotta get out of here, I gotta get out of here. And then just he ends that part with blows up in my face, and then a little bomb sound goes off. So there you go, Bob Ezrin, right? And then the second half of this is he's leaving. So he's like, "Oh, I got my hat. I'm leaving. I'm out of here." And then he sees a guy, and he's choking, right? He's like, "I saw a man choking there." But he doesn't help him, right? So then after that, he kind of gets insane again. So I don't know if it's because he says he still hears those sirens ring, and he's like, "Don't touch me!" He's a he definitely is some sort of psychological impact. That obviously doesn't help. So he's obviously got some sort of PTSD over that and whatnot. And towards the end of the song, just the terrific end with the instruments and whatnot. This song just absolutely just a superb masterpiece. All right, truly amazing. And then we get on to Sunrise. All right, so like I said, I don't have a problem with this song. But I wrote down here the unwanted child because it seems like practically every review of this album I've seen or just about this song, it just gets dog shitted on. And I like the song. It's just a horrible position in this album because, like I said, you cannot come back from its predecessor, right? But Sunrise itself, what is the song like? Well, it's still got a goth feel to it, but it's pretty lighter, almost like a Beatles-ish light. It's this glad to be back, came back from the depths, so then now I'm on my way to sunshine and rainbows, that type of feel to it. Um, it's got a cool beat to it. It's like the sunrise every day, so it's got that nice feel to it. There's still dark guitar play, and like the drums too, but it's very very light on the end of it. Something kind of seems like an outtake of Easy Action and like Pretty's for You. You could definitely throw that in with one of those albums. And there's nice add-ins with backing vocals. But for the most part, like the last 40 seconds, it's just that sunrise every day. It's always nice to end things on a happy note, right? But I don't think it really works on this album. But that's my take on it. All right. So, Alice Cooper, love it to death. If you made it this far from my video, you deserve a Purple Heart. I will try to get the next album, Killer, out next week, maybe. Hopefully, it all just depends on how much time I've got. But if you have this song, if you have this album, if you listen to it, let me know what you think. Personally, it's a top 10 for me, no doubt about it. Practically everybody does as well. But in any case, thank you so much for watching, and take care.